Here are a few tips to not lose money on your flips. If you're a first-time flipper, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to overpay before you've even gotten started because you're already fighting uphill. So don't pay too much for your actual flip. And what that involves is you're going to have to know what the market is for that actual neighborhood with the property all fixed up with the things you propose to do. You need to know what the cost of those things you're proposing to do are, and it's just a math equation from there. Then you subtract out your goal of what you want to make on the property, and then you know what your purchase price can be. So you got to start out with the right numbers. For starters, you don't want to outdo your neighborhood. Quality realtor will help you know what the prices in this neighborhood are, the highs and the lows. Don't go into a house and over improve it. We're going to do a shower with actual tile on it. I'm not going to put Italian marble in a house that's only worth $250,000. Get that stuff in perspective. Don't make your house the most expensive one in the neighborhood and expect to get it. You can never really actually anticipate this the newer you are in the game of how long it's going to take and what it's going to cost. It usually takes longer and it usually costs more until you get more experience. So you want to make sure that you've got good people around you as far as your subcontractors that are going to hold the line and actually finish what they started on time and on budget, and if there are any changes to cost that they go through you. Anticipate, especially out early, that it's going to take longer than you think and it might cost a little more, so factor that in. The devil's in the details. You want to take a really close look and think, if I'm the buyer, I just got to push through a little bit further to get things right. And I'm talking about the little things that you're almost there, and a lot of people want to list their property before they're completely done. Put a chef's kiss on it. The trim right over here has got paint that's peeling. They're going to have to scrape all this down and put a fresh coat of primer and paint on it. There's some caulk that needs to be done. There's some painter's putty. A few other little things. This window, just for example, is these little details. If you let a buyer that comes through to see this and you've listed it before you've completed them, they are quite possibly going to have a problem, and then they're really going to worry about the things they can't see that you did when you did the property. So don't give them a reason to raise any red flags. Just knock it out the first time. Get it done right before you list it. Listen to your realtor. Get a few other sets of eyes. We'll go through this property and just pick out a couple other things. So another point, devil's in the details. This room is even closer to being done. The floors have been refinished. The door needs to put back in. Some of this trim needs to be straightened up. Right down here, they put down a threshold. They did not put it down correctly. They either cracked some tile, and they're going to have to either put a larger threshold in, or they're going to have to take up part of the floor and fix what they did. These are detail things. If someone was buying the home, came in and saw what the picture you just saw was, you would be like, oh my, that's horrible workmanship. We can't have that. As a result, don't do it. Pay attention to the details and have someone you trust around you be able to tell you.